The vehicle got messed up, so he's getting a new car base with us because he's supposed to work today, and he called in ill or incapacitated because of the car, so he can't really... this is the bottomless pond,
yes.
So-called bottomless pond.
Yes.
And so a lot of this stuff is mind control on the subtle astral level.
Yeah.
So now this is the power station where there was supposed to be a blackout that was supposed to be corrected by 2:30 today.
Wow.
So they're out here working.
Wow. Yes, this is amazing.
And this is a blackout on August 14th during the biorhythm.
Wow.
I didn't even know this power station was operative because they don't need this power station out here.
Yeah. They don't
need it.
This is huge.
So
this is enough to power.
To do with Montauk. And why so many damn trucks?
Wow, yeah, this is a lot of attention and action.
Now we're going to get a briefing tonight by one of the guy who runs this place.
Wow, this is amazing. Yeah, this is enough to power a small city. It looks like.
It's huge.
Because we have one like that.
Isn't that a lot of power?
That's a lot.
Oh yeah, like I said, anything you want, I'll be more than happy. I'll throw everything at you.
That is fascinating.
Yeah. I got my gimbal too, so even though there's a steady hold on this will be even smoother. We'll get some good stuff.
Yeah, and my phone, for a phone, it takes amazing videos.
Follows me.
Wow.
So when I go to the turn into the fisherman's parking lot, which I wanted to do, I said no.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to the lighthouse. It turned into the fisherman's parking lot. I came around and waited for this car to come out.
Yeah.
It never came out. Eventually, after 20 minutes, half an hour, we went into the fisherman's parking lot, could find no evidence of the car, went into Camp Hero, found no evidence of the car.
Wow.
And the conclusion was that they were aliens.
No shit.
Of some form.
Like MIB kind of thing?
Something like that. Yep. And they wanted me to see them, wanted me to know they were there.
Intimidation kind of.
I don't even know. It was just like, hey, we see you.
Presence.
Yes.
And because I had a girlfriend at the time who was very much an experiencer in this sort of shit. She says, yeah, they wanted you to see them. And it was just weird. It was like, it made no sense. And it's like, how did it looked like it jumped out of a ditch. But there is no ditch there.
Yeah.
So it was like, but it followed us.
Yeah.
And I was like particularly avoiding any trouble with it. You know, I was going out of my way to avoid any confrontation with it.
Mm-hmm.
Most people wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Right.
And
they wouldn't think that way.
It's going to trip me up in any way, shape, or form. And so it was.
This is where we used to park down at the end of the street to go in the trail.
Yeah. And now I'll show you the house at the end of the street. We'll agree that it's the same one.
This was all lodging for and housing for
military.
Originally, yeah, and then it became open to public.
That's interesting.
Oh, I don't remember that power station there. Yeah, at the end there's like this newer part, and then yeah, it was on the. I know the house exact. It has panels on the roof. I can't believe if that is something. If you guys know the guy.
We'll see.
Interesting.
We'll get to the end here.
Let's see. Yeah, they are. The panels on the roof. That's the job we did. That's the roof I was standing on when I interviewed the guy.
That's a different house. I'll show you.
Okay, yeah. That's a cool little thing. This is a weird structure to a house. Wow.
Now this is the house I'm talking about. This blue house at the end.
Oh wow. Okay.
Joe had a friend named Nancy who lived here, and Preston always said there was an entrance to the underground here.
Wow.
They used to have a red alert.
Wow.
Which was for, she told me it
just
was
like
for sewers.
That's at Brookhaven on the particle accelerator. They have those red alert.
But it was for flooding supposedly, but it was like, and then there's a whole weird story connected to it.
Interesting.
Maybe we'll talk about it when Joe shows up.
Cool. Yeah, I guess this is the guy here who told me he used to go down 4 stories into generators. And he'd take a box of matches, and when he got halfway through the matches, he knew it was time to go back up because he had no more light. He didn't have
Did he have a flashlight?
Didn't have a flashlight. So, and this guy was considerably, I mean, he was dead serious. I have a picture of him on the roof telling me the story.
He could have been a lot more intelligent than taking matches.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, when I was writing the Montauk Project, I had a friend in Florida, and I used to go down and visit him for Super Bowl week, and he was a locksmith, and he would drive around unlocking cars.
Oh, wow.
And sometimes and in this particular case, he was putting a lock on a woman's house. And I would drive around with him, and we'd talk, you know, and we'd just enjoy each other's company. And I was writing the Montauk Project, and so I'm sitting out there, and I'm talking with the lady whose house he's doing. She's an older lady. And she says, yeah, my husband, he was working on the roof, and he fell off, and he died, you know.
Jeez.
Fell off he was like, not talking about very 10 feet. You know, it wasn't, it was pretty lame. But anyway, he died, and she says, oh yeah, he worked at the Philadelphia Naval Yard on some real secret experiment. I don't know what they call that. It's a degaussing. That's it, degaussing.
Oh, wow.
That was weird, it's just like, that was so odd that I would run into somebody like that. It just...
That vent right on the left next to that building.
Yep.
Air vent.
Well, there's one there, and there's one up here if you can see it. It's a green one.
Oh, wow, look at that. Can I get out and tape here, or you think it's...
Don't go past the barbed wire.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. This is totally an underground. See that? Those vents right there. I have a dream I went down on one thing, but these I've seen before for AT&T long lines.
There's two, they get the 2 up there. There's
Yep.
one there.
Up there. That's amazing. Warning, no trespassing. That is, no doubt, there's definitely an elevator and a staircase. A lot of these do, and even for like AT&T communications, when you see a brick building like this, see like right there, that pull-up door, that's for the freight elevator, and then you go in there and there's a staircase, yellow handlebar for like safety, OSHA standards.
Yeah.
But you could walk down a flight of steps or take the freight down, and that's literally all that's in some of these buildings. It's just like protected way to go down.
Interesting.
And from the outside, it looks like indescript.
That makes sense. A lot of the other ones that I've found.
Yeah.
That are decrepit and that I've actually gotten into, there were about 3 or 4 levels of stairs before something dropped.
Exactly.
Okay.
You went in ones like this too?
They were from the 70s and the 80s.
Thank you.
Now there was one guy who got involved with all the press and shit, and he started telling us the different colors of the fence and the different levels of security of the secret government would have black or green fence. And
Wow.
I think this is green or black.
Yeah,
And he
dark green.
It was like, and he would be like very specific.
Wow. So you could tell, like.
I said I didn't really care too much.
Right, that's kind of stuff.
But I mean, it was interesting. But.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It's always interesting to hear things you
I
don't
just
know.
need to know, because when you drive by something like this, you have more identity than perhaps the next person, at least an understanding what you're looking at.
And I've seen like I said, it was for AT&T or communications, but that's a standard thing where they have the brick little building like that, which just houses a staircase and an elevator, and they have vents.
Here's the Gosman's property. That is.
Oh, no way. Gosman's.
Wow.
Well,
Yep.
Interesting. Horses. Yeah, they were like dumping stuff here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cops here.
There used to be weird stuff out here. They had a big pile of stuff.
I love that field in there.
Searchlight shelter, and there's all kinds of. They had a mine base end station in there, which is like you could set off all the mines in the minefield out here in the water.
Oh, and the other day we kept saying, watch out for explosive
I've never seen these
ammunition.
boats out here before.
Yeah, I've
Brian.
never seen all these boats.
Me either.
This is
Can't all be fishing.
yachts.
No,
Yachts.
these aren't fishermen. These are
No, these are,
craft.
you know,
Yeah, look at that one. Jeez, that's a party craft kind of.
that's a big, that's a party yacht.
These are $1 million boats.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Oh, yes.
I've never seen this many cars parked on this road either.
Neither have I. What beach is pretty though?